And I, Arohi Shinde, welcome you all to the informative webinar on 3D printing.
3D printing, also known as additive manufacturing, is an emerging technology expected to replace manufacturing processes and revolutionize the industrial activities in several sectors.
We at IEEE S.P.I.T, in collaboration with the U.S. Institute of 3D Technology, California, USA training partner, and Future Ready Skills, present to you an opportunity to explore the vast possibilities of 3D printing in today's webinar, which is Introduction on 3D Printing. At the end of this webinar, we will be floating a feedback form that will be active for a shorter time. Well, the certificates will be issued to only those who fill this feedback form on the allotted time. Well, coming back to the webinar, for today's webinar, we have the esteemed speakers present with us, which are Dr. Yogi Gandhi and Mr. Mark Shaw. We welcome you all, sir.
Dr. Yogi Gandhi is an astute entrepreneur with vast experience in building startups, businesses across 5 continents, and 40 years in areas of education, commerce, manufacturing, and non-profit organizations. He is currently the CEO of US Institute of 3D Technology, where his vision to bring 3D printing technology to schools and colleges across India.
With an undergraduate degree in mechanical engineering, master's in industrial and business management, and PhD in international marketing and business relations, USA, he is definitely an inspiration and an enigmatic personality to look up to.
We now invite him to carry forward the session. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much for a great introduction. My presentation will start to introduce Mr. Mark Shaw first, and then I will carry on with the information on 3D printing technology and the potentials of the 3D printing technology in the Western world as well as here in our country, in India. Mark Shaw. Mark Shaw is a prominent educator, entrepreneur, visionary, and also entertainer. I mean, the guy with the multi-talents, worked in schools with the young children. He entertains the senior citizens in the United States. He works in the Hollywood with a very famous actor like William Robbins and Frank Sinatra and many other things. He is a great visionary. He always follows the emerging technology, and he's fascinated about the 3D printing technology. We are very happy to have him today. I believe this is the first time he's presenting to the Indian young generation. So we are so grateful, Mr. Mark Shaw. Here is for you.
Thank you, Dr. Gandhi. Thank you for such a warm welcome. And it's great to see everybody tonight. For all of you attending and watching this presentation, you're really our future. You're the future of the world. So we hopefully will present and give you some value that you can take with you into building the future, and we can build it together. So first I'm going to talk about some of the roots of 3D printing. I'm really excited about this. You know, inspired by President Obama's initiative, America Makes, the U.S. Institute of 3D Technology was established to cater to upcoming demands for professionals in the field of 3D printing technology around the globe. The objective of the U.S. Institute of 3D Technology is to impart education and training to students and professionals from various industries to maintain pace with the technology of the future. The U.S. Institute of 3D Technology is India's first America-based dedicated institute for learning 3D printing technology. So about 3D Systems. 3D Systems is headquartered in Rock Hill, South Carolina, USA, and it's a company that engineers, manufactures, and sells 3D printers. Mr. Chuck Hull, the founder and CTO, invented 3D printing technology called stereolithography technology, or SLA, in 1986. More than 35 years ago, 3D Systems brought the innovation of 3D printing to the manufacturing industry. So it really just started as a manufacturing base. But today, as a leading 3D printing, where we're going with it, it's an additive manufacturing solutions company. And we'll get into that more later. We'll talk about additive manufacturing later, but it empowers manufacturers to create products and business models never before possible through transformed workflows. This is achieved with the company's best of breed manufacturing ecosystem, comprising plastic and metal 3D printers, print metal materials, and on-demand manufacturing services, and a portfolio of end-to-end manufacturing software. Now, some of you here in the audience today may have heard of terms like artificial intelligence, autonomous robots, Internet of Things, cybersecurity, cloud computing, big data, system integration. Well, let's add additive manufacturing to that list as a big game changer in today's world. As a friend of mine once told me, if you're wondering what the world's coming to, we're already there. So what is 3D printing? 3D printing is an additive technology used to manufacture parts in its basic form. And it is additive in that it doesn't require a block of material or a mold to manufacture physical objects. It simply stacks and fuses layers of material. Think of Michelangelo's David. Michelangelo took a big block of marble, and from there he subtracted the marble piece by piece to make the absolute masterpiece that sits in the city of Florence, Italy today. It's typically fast, this additive manufacturing, with low fixed setup costs, and can create more complex geometries than traditional technologies, with an ever-expanding list of materials in every industry, including healthcare, culinary, aerospace, construction, engineering, and many more, particularly for on-demand, durable, fast, lightweight geometries that are very cost-effective. So the 3D printing was devised in the 1980s. It was initially known as rapid prototyping. It enabled companies to develop prototypes quickly and more accurately than other methods. That's basically its beginnings. After over 30 years of innovation, its uses are far more diverse today. Manufacturers, engineers, designers, educators, medics, hobbyists, and those alike use the technology for a multitude of applications. So let's talk about the advantages of 3D printing. Understanding the advantages of 3D printing allows designers to make better decisions when selecting a manufacturing process and to deliver an optimal product. Of course, this comes at a tremendous cost savings because that is one of the main advantages of additive manufacturing. It's the speed of which the parts can be produced compared to traditional manufacturing methods. So complex designs can be uploaded from a CAD model and printed same day. In the past, it may have taken days or even weeks to receive a prototype, but the additive manufacturing process places a model in the hands of the designer within a few hours, or perhaps even minutes. For example, I went to the dentist the other day. I got a crown, but I had to have a temporary crown installed. Now, what would it be like if the dental office had a 3D printer in its office and could put the permanent crown in on my tooth the same day within that appointment? I wouldn't have to go back or risk the temporary falling out. Well, while more industrial additive manufacturing machines take longer to print and post-process a part, the ability to produce functional end parts at low to mid volumes offers a vast time-saving advantage compared to traditional manufacturing techniques. So if we look at 3D printing, the complexity and design freedom are immeasurable, and they're almost infinite. The restrictions imposed by traditional manufacturing on what can be made are generally not relevant for additive manufacturing, since components are constructed one layer at a time. Design requirements such as draft angle undercuts and tool access do not apply when designing parts to be 3D printed. While there are some restrictions on the minimum size features that can be accurately printed, most of the limitations of additive manufacturing center around optimally orientating a print to reduce support dependency and the likelihood of print failure. This gives designers a lot of design freedom and enables the easy creation of very complex geometries. Now, customization plays an important part in 3D printing. Not only does 3D printing allow more design freedom, but it also allows complete customization of designs. Since current additive manufacturing technologies excel in building single parts one at a time, they are ideally suited for one-off production. The medical and dental industry has embraced this concept to manufacture custom prosthetics, implants, dental aids, from high-level sporting gear tailored to an athlete perfectly, to custom sunglasses and fashion accessories. Additive manufacturing allows cost-effective single-run custom parts production. Now, with all of this, you might be thinking about sustainability. How does 3D printing and sustainability, how do they coincide? Well, let's look at it for a minute. Subtractive manufacturing methods such as CNC milling or turning, removing a significant amount of material from an initial block, result in high volumes of waste material. Think again of Michelangelo and the David. There was a lot of marble on the floor after he was done with his creation. Additive manufacturing methods generally use only material needed to build the needed part. Most processes use raw materials that can be recycled and reused. And as a result, the additive manufacturing process produces very little waste. And we are all about very little waste. So everybody's concerned about time. Let's keep it, keep things moving, speed things up. One of the significant advantages of 3D printing is that parts and products can be manufactured much more quickly than traditional methods. Complex designs can be created as a CAD model and then transformed into a reality in just a few hours, as we mentioned before. This allows design ideas to enable them to be verified quickly and designed in a short time span. This is so advantageous over traditional methods, as they can take weeks or months from the design stage to the prototype and right through the production process. So the old way is weeks, months. The new way is a few hours. And that's what 3D printing offers. So there's an emerging markets in the application of 3D printing. And in that bucket of applications is prosthetics and human organs. That's right, I said human organs. 3D printing is going to revolutionize the medical field. I really believe it. 3D printing is already being used to create tailored prosthetics and tooth implants. We might even have the technology to replicate human organs soon. 3D printing would be used to create the scaffold of an organ, followed by the use of stem cells to grow tissue. Less dramatic than human organs, but still very important, is the industry of automotive. For the automotive industry, recent advances in additive manufacturing, or AM, 3D printing, same thing, have opened doors for newer, more robust designs, lighter, stronger, and safer products, reduced lead times, and the reduced costs. Prototyping using AM is now commonplace in the automotive industry. Since production volumes in the automotive sector are generally very high, greater than 100,000 parts per year, AM has predominantly been used as a prototype solution rather than the end part manufacturing. AM has significantly impacted the competitive automotive industry when a substantial improvement in vehicle performance justifies the cost of highly complex one-off components. Aerospace, another application. 3D printing is commonly used to manufacture structural, low-volume metal brackets that mount complex life-saving systems to the interior wall of an airplane. Enormous benefits exist for some more mundane 3D printing application, including jigs and fixture making. Companies have hundreds of fixtures, guides, templates, and gauges 3D printed for each aircraft, generally with a 60 to 90% cost reduction and lead time compared to other manufacturing processes. Also, surrogates are placeholder parts used throughout production that can represent components that are later installed in final assemblies. Surrogates are mainly used for training. For instance, NASA and several Air Force bases commonly use surrogate parts on the production floor. From the safety equipment to clothing to seating, there will soon be a revolution in custom fitted products. Imagine a motorbike helmet that is custom fitted to your head shape to reduce impact damage. Imagine custom fitted car seats for kids or adults to improve safety. And then multiply that for all other ergonomic products, including clothing, glasses, keyboards, mice, even phones. And finally, I just wanted to give a plug for, since a retired educator, education. 3D printing technology can be used in education to spark student creativity and improve learning and collaboration. It can bring objects out of textbooks and off computer screens to provide learning benefits that cannot be achieved otherwise. For example, students could print 3D topographical models to learn geography, or 3D biological artifacts to learn science. This is an incredible opportunity, in my opinion, and it's the future. And you are the future. So thanks for joining me today. It's a pleasure to be here and an honor.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you, Mark. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Any question for Mark? From you, Professor, or Madam Anuben, or any other individuals have any question for Mr. Shaw? Okay.
So there will be like a 2-minute delay to get the questions from the YouTube. So we'll just wait for a few minutes in case there are any from the participants present on that link.
Okay. Okay, shall we move on to the next level?
Yes, sir, we can go ahead.
Okay. Okay. I will share the PPT, the presentation on 3D printing technology, US Institute of 3D Technology, as well as the 3D Systems Corporation. Now, US Institute of 3D Technology is the American or Californian-based corporation uh, having offices here in India, like Mumbai, Delhi, Ahmedabad, and many other cities. US Institute of 3D Technology was started in United States after the inspiration of President Obama's initiative and America Makes. And why US Institute of 3D Technology? As we all know that 30 years ago, when the IT industry revolutions came, at that time, and see today, more than tens of millions of young Indians working overseas in IT industry, which brings to this nation over $700 billion in revenue, which is almost one third of the Indian economy. Now, 3D printing technology is going to be 10 times bigger than the IT industry. 3D printing technology is the future. Everything going to be printed. If it is in a in your master bedroom, your bed or side table, or in dining room tables or chairs, or in the automobile industry, or in the motorbike industry, housing industry, medical industry, so on and so forth. It's a unbelievable potential in this industry over any other technology over 4.0. 3D printing technology plays the big role. Now, US Institute of 3D Technology is the educational partner of 3D System Corporation, who is the pioneer in this 3D printing technology. It was invented by Mr. Chuck Hull in 1986, patented the technology, and today uh, major 9 technology in this domain. 3D System Corporation controls or patented over 6 major technologies. In other words, they are the masters in this 3D printing domain and one of the largest corporation in the world. So US Institute of 3D Technology has the educational collaboration and created the 3D system certification course very similar to other professional certification course like Microsoft certification course or Oracle or Google or SAP or PeopleSoft, so on and so forth. And we all know today that if I am in a first class or first grade engineer, but if I don't have a skills and appropriate certification from the industry spokesperson or major industry, my chances to get a job is less than the guy who has the certification or completed the certification course. So in 3D printing industries, 3D system certification course and its certification is very important to get a better opportunity in this domain. The US Institute of 3D Technology is the qualified educator on 3D printing technology and specialize in the 3D Systems Corporation education program. As I told you about the 3D System Corporation, which was founded by the Mr. Chuck Hull, who invented the 3D printing technology in 1986. And US Institute of 3D Technology, USI 3DT in abbreviation, is the unique organization to conduct the education program, as well as they have a certain arrangement and MOUs or with institute like Bhavans, Gujarat Knowledge Society, Government of India, and many prominent educational institutes in India to conduct the 3D system certification course and place this young generation to the right place. As I talk to you about the millions of jobs in IT industries, Deloitte, KPMG, and Pricewaterhouse predicts that before end of this decade, there will be a 32 million jobs will be available in 3D printing domain. Now, who can provide this professional? I believe that India is the only country who can provide the fulfill this job opportunity for the Western world. And 32 million jobs by end of this decade is not a small amount. And we have less than or more than, I believe, the 60% of the population who is under age 30. So this is then a great opportunity for young people like yourself to grab this opportunity and work for your betterment. Here is some photographs of the signing the city MOU with the government of Gujarat, central government of India. Now, as I mentioned to you, that we went through from late 1700 till today in a different revolution in the different industries, starting with the 1.0, 1.3, 1.2, 1.3, and now we are Industrial Revolution 4.0, which is the 3D printing technology and many other technologies, which is AI technology, um, uh, cloud computing or mobile technology or robotic technology, so on and so forth, with the 3D printing technology plays the major role in this 4.0 technology of our century. I'm sure you know what is the 3D printing technology. 3D printing technology is also known as uh, additive manufacturing technology or rapid prototype technology and or layer by layer technology. So there are many different ways in many different professionals in many different countries are identifying 3D printing technology. But bottom line is it's a unique technology. Anything you design on your computer screen, you can have it that object your design in your hand. No other technology or conventional technology gives you this opportunity. You can print the house, you can print the organ, you can print the furniture, you can print the automobile, you can print the motorbike, so on and so forth. Now, here you can see that layer up above layer and creates an object. If I show you the next slide and a video how the 3D printer works. As I mentioned, design anything on your computer screen. Upload the design, select the appropriate raw material. It can be a chocolate, glass, metal, or nylon, or paper, or plastic, or rubber, or or uh, biomaterial or pharmaceutical mixture, whatever, you select the raw material and given a command and it will print. You will have an object in your hand without any uh, other process or removing anything from that object. You will have the final product from the 3D printer in
3D
your
printing is
hand.
taking over the world.
Here
But how does it actually
you
work?
can see the video.
Well, it's quite similar to a normal printer, but then a little different. First, you don't put in an ink cartridge, but instead connect a spool of special printing material like plastic, rubber, or even metal. And you don't print boring text documents, but real-life models of what you've just made on your computer screen. Simply awesome. Right now, you can buy a 3D printer yourself and make complex 3D models with modeling software. But if you're not really a wizard with all that technical stuff, you can buy personalized 3D models online, like fancy toys, bracelets, or phone cases. Then send it to a 3D print shop nearby, choose a material, and pick up your own unique item. Sweet. In the medical world, they're developing 3D printers with special biological material. They're working on printing heart valves, ears, bones, skin, and even printed a small human kidney that can live for 3 months. It's just amazing. And hold on to your seats. They're developing a 3D printer that can print in space and are planning to print a moon base. A moon base! But, still, the coolest thing you can print with a 3D printer is another 3D printer. Booyah!
Now, as we mentioned about, and also Mr. Shaw mentioned about the technology, subtractive technology, that you can have a chunk of big piece and then remove something and given a shape, which we call it the subtractive technology. And 3D printing technology is the additive manufacturing technology. And by doing it, it's a very environment friendly, saves a lot of raw material, it's a cost effective, print on demand, and so on and so forth with the help of 3D printing technology. Uh, Raw material, all the raw material, whatever the available on this planet, you can use this raw material to print any object you want: plastic or ABS or carbon fiber, wood, ceramic, precious metal, food stuff, paper, fabric, concrete, or biomaterial. It depends upon what you want to print. According to that, you use the raw material and select the technology and select the equipment, how small or large the object you want to print. There are various kind of printers and with different size of the printers. It all depends upon what you want to print and what the raw material you want to use it. Here is the commercial grade printers. Uh, Industries using the 3D printing technology. Now we will in the next session we will talk about details about the industries using the 3D printing technology, specifically engineering, prototype, concept modeling, or plastic goods manufacturers, or automobile industries, or aerospace defense, including NASA, Boeing, Airbus, so on and so forth, civil, architect and interior design, medical and healthcare industries, jewelry industry, shoes, food, culinary, hobby, art, education, so on and so forth. In next session, we will concentrate in each industries in a what way they are using the 3D printing technology and where the trend of the industry going from here to there with the help of 3D printing technology. But today we are giving you just basic information on the 3D printing technology and where it is used. Now, After the completion of the certification course of 3D System Corporation, which 3D System Corporation has clients in more than 85 countries. There were 25 offices worldwide. They were sold the tens of thousands of printers. There were clients almost everyone from the Fortune 500 to, you can say, that Fortune 10,000, uh, in a various different field like aerospace, defense, and these are the name of the corporation: automobile industry, consumer electronics, pharmaceutical industries, consumer products, manufacturing. We will also talk about all these corporations and what kind of printer they are and how they are using the 3D systems equipments for their manufacturing unit. We will talk also in the next session that after completion of the course where you can potentially get the opportunity to work. Same time, after this course, you are very bright kids of India, you have some kind of an idea, and today the startup concept is very popular in India, and you have some kind of an idea to start your own or develop your own idea, and you need some kind of funding or help to develop your uh, businesses. US Institute of 3D Technology and its contact helps you in India as well as in Silicon Valley to make your dream come true. There are several entrepreneurship opportunity after the certification course once you know the potential of 3D printing technology, and that also we talk in our next session that how you can start your own small business and make your decent living. And I have seen that here in Ahmedabad, couple of people started their entrepreneurship business after completion of our course, and at this time, they are making this in last less than a year. They started the business and they make average 70,000 rupees a month, which is, in my opinion, is not bad income in Gujarat or in Ahmedabad. The key highlights of the 3D printing technology, as I mentioned, that they are the major technology of industrial 4.0, above robotic or AR/VR or IoT or any other technology. Potential of 3D printing technologies, job opportunity, placement is over 32 million certified professionals required by end of this before end of this decade. Uh, 3D printing technology has made up their mark in last 2 years of this COVID situation. Only two industry made. One is the IT industry, and another is the 3D printing technology. Last year or so, last decade, December 2020, industry was expecting over 21 billion of business in the 3D printing industry. However, they were not able to fulfill this $21 billion of business because of the shortage of the professionals. And today, 3D printing industry is suffering the growth because of the not enough professionals are available. The growth of the conventional manufacturing facility is around 1 to 2%. CNC growth is around 2 to 4%, where the 3D printing technology growth is unlimited. It runs in the trillions of dollars. Company like Reliance, Wipro, Hero, every automobile industry using the 3D printing technology. In 2020, December, Government of India published the government policy on additive manufacturing technology for next 5 years, where the U.S. Institute of 3D, 3D printing technology played a big role to put this policy and educated appropriate government officials and in potentials of the 3D printing technology. When we are also listed on page number 29, if you wanted to refer to this government of India's policy. Growth of the 3D printing technology is runs in a billions and trillions of dollars versus any other conventional manufacturing technology. This is the today's factory in India or anywhere in the world. This is the factory of tomorrow and real factory slide of uh, factory in Los Angeles, California, that they are using the hundreds of the, 3D printers with a different technology for their mass production of the product. Uh, as I mentioned, that every industry using this is the example of casting and molding industry, uh, um, uh, patent and casting process, injection molding industry, content creation industry or concept modeling industry, plastic good manufacturing, automobile industries. You know, if you have a 1918 T-Mobile or 1930 Chevy and you don't have parts, what you do? You scan the parts and print it and put it in your collector's car, fix it, and you are done. So this is the automobile industry or the most of the automobile industry coming with a new model. They don't have to make any mold or die before they make a prototype. They can use the 3D printing technology. Here is the real
A light
motorbike.
bulb flashes
It's in the market in Europe.
with a spark
In India,
and
will
a
be also
vision to
very soon
revolutionize
available.
an entire industry. Forget the old ways of production. Forget the long assembly lines and complex logistics. What if you could go with electric speed from light bulb moment to final production in just 12 weeks? Fully 3D printed. Only 15 parts. An e-motorcycle that drives you to the future of production. Nara is a full-scale 3D printed functional prototype, fully equipped with a clamped fork for strength and precision, structurally optimized rhomboid wheel rims, airless tires with customized tread. A flexible parametric bumper replaces suspension. All parts are printed with Big Rep technology using Big Rep materials. Envisioned by NowLab. Printed with Big Rep. Cut costs. Save time. Print on demand. Welcome to the new era of manufacturing.
Now, this motorbike will be available in India also very soon. I hope that in next 2 years. So you know, you don't need any factory. You don't need any need to transport from factory to the dealership. Go to the dealer. They have a printer there. They have raw materials there. You select your choice of your color, and in next day or two, that will be printed for you, and just walk away, and you don't have to worry about the flat tire ever because the tires are also airless and printed. So how convenient it is. Now, aerospace industries, you must have heard about the 300 people are going to go to Mars to live forever. These 300 people are already selected by the NASA. They are under training in Houston, Texas. Now, what the NASA is giving to them? NASA is giving to them a printer so they can go to Mars and build their own world. Or aircraft industries also using the 3D printing technology because number one, it's a print on demand. Number two, it is a cost effective. Number three, it is a very light. And number four, it's a durable. You will see in the next slides the construction industry printed house last 175 years than any other conventional uh, way to build the house. And my experience here in Gujarat, I'm learning that, every 20, 30 years, the building goes for the redevelopment because it is not that durable. But if it is the house is printed and lasts 175 years and more, so just imagine what kind of an savings real estate developer will have it. So this is the aerospace and defense industry using the 3D printing technology. Civilian architect with that, this was on the lower right, you can see it's the first office building printed in Dubai. And today, Emirates government has passed a law that before end of the 2030, 40% of the building in Dubai and surrounding nations will be printed. 40%. So they are the first one, and then Europe and United States has already the rule that they select using the 3D printing technology in construction industry. In Southern California, their entire community, entire society, whatever you call it, entire neighborhood, there are over 250 houses it's printed, and people are living there. So this is the usage of 3D printing technology in civilian architect. And again, we will talk in details in our next session that how you can be part of, if you are a civil engineer, how you can use this technology for your benefit as well as the benefit of the society. Now you will see that this house is a 1,500 square foot house, cost under $10,200. Medical and healthcare industry using the 3D printing technology. We will talk also very detailed in our next uh, session. Now, orthopedic surgeons and cardiac surgeon using the 3D printing technology, and you can see this video how it is helpful to a patient without hurting or conventional way to having the plaster or something like that. Good luck.
Donors are
Jewelry and fashion industry. You go to the Surat here in Gujarat, which is diamond hub of India, and fashion industry, especially jewelries. They are using the 3D printing technology, and you can see that there are hundreds of 3D printers are uh, uh, working on a site with the different jewelry fashion industrialist. Footwear and shoes industries using the 3D printing technology. Mainly, country like India, you have a shoe size or uh, sandal size are one to next one, like 7, 8, 9, 10. But what your foot size is 7.5. Either you want to buy the size 7, which can be tight, or size 8, which can be loose. Here in United States or in Europe, you have an, a possibility to buy an, a size like 7, 7.25, 7.5, 7.75. But what if the guy's size is between 7 and 7.25? So, and want to have their own design. You design your own shoes, take your design to the Nike, Reebok, Fila, or Belly, or Ferragamo, and ask them to print your design with your size and with your choice of material. So widely shoe industry using, and particularly the U.S. Army or any army in the world using this technology for customization shoes for their soldiers. Culinary industries. You want to design your own pasta, cookie, or cake with your name or different mixture, and want to eat middle of the night when all the bakeries are closed. What you do? You just print your own bread or cookies or pasta or make a cake. So culinary industry is using, and we believe in United States that today in US almost every kitchen has the 3D printer, and we believe that the way the microwave oven is in almost every kitchen around the globe. Same thing in next few years. 3D printer for food culinary industry will be also in every kitchen around the world. So this is the usage of the 3D printing technology in culinary industry. Hobby and art industries using the 3D printing technology. You are a guitar player or you have a hobby on your own, you can print with your own name and or design the any of the art or hobby instrument for yourself or for others. Education industry, you can see that everything begins with education. On the lower right, you can say this is a scanner which you can scan the person or scan the parts or scan the any object and print it uh, with the help of 3D printer. Advantage of 3D printing technology: fast manufacturing, accurate product, improved R&D, fast approval, economic saver, so on and so forth. We will talk more detail in our upcoming session. Uh, you will learn in this domain everything from the reverse engineering to designing to the printing, usage of raw material, how you can make the how you can use the different technology for the different product and with the different raw materials. So you will have a complete idea and learning opportunity. And same time, after the certification course, you have an opportunity to do the internship, which is paid internship up to 60,000 rupees a month, as well as overseas placement opportunity up to $160,000 a year after the completion of the 3D Systems certification course. Um, Opportunity certificate course is almost everywhere in the globe, but mainly at this time, Europe, Northern America, Japan, Southeast Asia, like I would in Far East Asia, I would say, like Taiwan, Korea, or China using the widely 3D printing technology than country like India. So India is also using the 3D printing technology and using more and more than before. Here you will see some of the printer. This is the Delta printer, which you will have a practice on hands-on experience. This is another FDM printer. This is DLP printer, 3D Systems, Pro printer. This is the 3D System Figure 4 printer. This is the powder-based printer. This is a metal printer. So in other words, you will have the hands-on experience, unlimited usage of raw material in your practical session. So once you have completed the course, you'll be the perfect master in domain of 3D printing technology. So this is the scanner. You will learn the reverse engineering by using the scanner technology. Who can enroll? Anyone who has the interest in the technology and understanding of the software can be a part of this course. After completion of course, you will get the different kind of titles which are the listed. We will talk again in detail in our upcoming session. Why US Institute of 3D Technology? We are the only one at this time qualified educators and representation or representing 3D System Corporation for the certification course. We are the only one at this time as the arrangement with the government of India and some of the state government as well as the prominent institute like Bhavans and many others. Uh, we are the only one who provides, with the help of 3D System Corporation, paid internship as well as domestic and overseas placement where the 3D printing technology is used. We are the only one at this time to helping in this domain to entrepreneurs to develop their concept. Unique arrangement of the training with Europe and United States. In other words, if you want to uh, go to the United States or Europe and learn the 3D printing technology after the completion of the course, and you have to do the internship in Europe or United States, we facilitate that uh, uh, that training program for you uh, in Europe or United States or North Americas. These are some of the testimony of the individuals who has done our certification course and those who are in the working in Canada, United States, or Australia. So, basic basic in a nutshell about the 3D printing technology and uh, usage of 3D printing technology. Now, okay. So here is a brief presentation on US Institute of 3D Technology, 3D System Corporation, the potential of the 3D printing technology, and what we can do for you to go from place A to place Z. So, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. And I believe that you have a link to get an acknowledgement certification from the Bhavan's Sardar Patel Institute of the Technology, US Institute of 3D Technology, and Ready Skills Institute. So please fill up this feedback form, and the acknowledgement certification will be on its way to your door. Thank you so much. If you have any question, please feel free to ask. Mr. Shah, I greatly appreciate your participation and taking time. I know that you are uh, 13 and a half hours behind us, so it is almost for you to go to bed. So thank you so much, Mr. Shah, for your um, help. And believe me, we count on you for the next time and third time and fourth time. So you will help us. Thank you.
My pleasure. Thanks, Dr. Gandhi.
Thank you. And especially thank you very much also, Dr. Kiran, to make these things possible for the US Institute of 3D Technology and your all these volunteers like Karima and Aroshi and many more. I know that, it's a team of people who help to make these things happen. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. So we'll now take the questions. So the first question is from Karan Jain. He's asking, how is the integration of artificial intelligence and additive manufacturing seen by the experts? What exactly is the connection?
Well, we are not the specialist of specialization in AI technology. We are more in the 3D printing technology. However, 3D printing technology is very much working closely with the AI technology. But if you are asking me about the AI technology, this is not my purpose to educate you on this AI technology. My purpose here is to educate you on 3D printing technology. But there are many opportunities in that field too. So I think that this way I would answer.
Okay, sir. So our next question is from Saurabh Kumar Yadav. His question is how 3D printing technology is used in healthcare sector to create easy solutions for complex problems.
Well, I can answer you that very much into detail. 3D printing technology is the only technology makes the surgeon or any complicated health issue easy. Give you an example. Just recently here in Ahmedabad in SIMS Hospital, doctor operated a 14 years old boy, cardiac surgery. After the operation, he told to the parents that your kid will live only next 2 years because of the complication in his uh, heart. We, US Institute of 3D Technology, heard this news, met with the SIMS hospital head. We collected the data. We created the surgical guide for the cardiac surgery. We printed in our facilities in Mumbai the heart, or with the help of all these data what the hospital had, like CT scan data and X data and so on and so forth. We printed that heart and we took to the cardiac surgeon and explained them this is the heart. Now you can see 360-degree round. Dr. Shah again operated and the boy can live today. So, in other words, what the medical science cannot see after opening the human's body, using the 3D printing technology, scanning the human organ or scanning the things, customizing that particular for the that patients and fixing these things. Today, we believe in United States that by year 2030, we are going to live 130 plus years because by that time, we don't need any uh, uh, a donation from any other human being for kidney transplant or liver transplant from heart transplant. By that time, the patients with their own DNA and stem cell and tissue sample, doctor will scan that patient's organ, print it, and implant in that human body. And I have seen that. I experienced it in 2018. I had a bypass surgery in United States. 2 days before my bypass surgery, doctor scanned my heart, printed my heart. I saw my heart exactly the same size of my heart because of the scanning my heart. Cardiac surgeon came and told me that, Yogi, I'm going to cut here, I'm going to cut here, three artery he showed, and the main, which was fourth, as a four artery bypass surgery. So I exactly knew that my surgeon knows before opening my heart what he has to fix it. And the patient also knows. So these are the critical situation with that. Or in pharmaceutical industry, today we are living in a customization for the medication. So 3D printing technology makes possible to print the medicine exactly what the patient's requirement is, not taking in a 5 milligram tablet and cutting in the half because you need only 2.5 milligram. It doesn't mean that you will get the 2.5 milligram or 2.4 milligram or 2.6 milligram, where 3D printing technology helps that exactly the exact formulation, exact gram to the patient. So this our pharmaceutical industry and the healthcare industry, or any accident, human needs an ear, nose, hand, or in orthopedic surgery, knee replacement, hip replacement, what is happening today? It is not the customization. Here, with the help of 3D printing technology, the patient will have a exact his or her knee replacement customized. So I hope this help. This is answer. Any other question?
Yes, sir, that was quite insightful. So the next question we have is from Yash Survey, who is asking for a brief on how can we plan our startup in the field of 3D printing technology here in India.
Well, to start any startup, you need some kind of an inspiration or idea. What you want to make it. Come with your idea. You know, I advise you in from my experience, and I firmly believe in 5 points of the human success. Number one is the inspiration, is idea. Number two, you have to believe in your inspiration, in your idea. Number three, you have to make a plan. Number four, take a action. And number five, associate. So now you wanted to start up your own uh, startup. You must have thought about what kind of a startup you want to start. So if you have another idea, you have to believe in your idea. You have to make a plan to reach to your belief and inspiration. Take a action, and then come to us. You have to follow these things, and we'll help you.
Thank
Okay.
you, sir. That's extremely insightful. So we have our next question from Suyash Rane. His question is, how can the rate, that is the speed of 3D printing, be increased?
Well, the commercial 3D printer has already increased the speed. It's a very simple. If you want to drink on a sweeter tea, you have to put more sugar. What the printer you are talking about? This is a educational printer or um, uh, assemble printer which doesn't have that kind of speed. But if you buy a commercial printer and spend 10, 20, 50, 100, $500,000, you get that kind of speed what you want. It's always like if I want to drive on a race track, I cannot use the Maruti 800 on this race track because it will go only 80 or 90 miles an hour. For that, I need a Ferrari or Maserati that I can drive on the race track 300 miles an hour. The same thing is in the 3D printing technology. If you want to increase the speed, you need an appropriate printer, and that printer will provide you that speed.
Thank you, sir, for that. So, lastly, we have quite a few questions asking for courses for beginners in this field. So, maybe if you can suggest some online courses to them.
Yeah, at this time we will have online courses, and after the online theoretical course, we will have a practical training. We believe that 3D printing technology cannot be learned online alone. It needs hands-on experience. In any technology, you need a hands-on experience, and that is the lack of in most of the Indian educational institute. There is a limited practical training. So when you are finished with your engineering or your or your technical course, you might be in a completely unknown to the industry what they have. Whereby here we will have the appropriate equipment to have an hands-on experience, but given the situation, we will have a limited uh, 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 group of students. But yeah, first we will start with the online, and by that time, in next couple of months, situation will be better.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for that. Today's session was really insightful and informative. I now hand over to Anu ma'am and Talili sir to deliver the vote of thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mark and Dr. Gandhi. It was really very informative, and we appreciate your time and enthusiasm to conduct this session at this time in the morning, Saturday morning. So thank you very much, and we'll keep in touch. I'm very sure the students must have benefited large, and the feedback process is already started. So we'll keep in touch and we'll continue our.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Gandhi, Mr. Mark, and Bhavan's S.P.I.T, the entire and all the volunteers for having this informative session on 3D printing. And thank you to all the participants who have taken out the time between their busy schedules to attend this. And like Mr. Mark said, you are the future, and this is an opportunity for the future. So please don't miss it. Explore the opportunity. We are going to very soon set up a center of excellence in Bhavans, and we welcome you over there to see the process, to explore this wonderful opportunity, and please take advantage of this so that you can plan for your future. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And for next week also, I think we are having another session highlighting the jobs in the industry in India and overseas, and the opportunities in various sectors in 3D printing. So please join. It's going to be another wonderful session, and will pave the path, as to what you can exactly do, and how you can take advantage of this particular upcoming technology. So please join in next week to complete the whole session. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. The link for registration for the same has been shared in the YouTube chat. So the participants can register via that link.
Right. Okay. Thank you so much.
Great work.
Okay. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.